If you ever told yourself you couldn't do something, you're an idiot. What's good, everybody? Once again, it's your boy Rich. I'm starting a series called Conquering Self. Conquering Self. I believe in order to make it in life, you have to know yourself, man. Malcolm X talked about moral reformation, the knowledge of yourself. You know, one thing I found out on my journey in life, the mental game is serious. If you could conquer your own mind, you could do anything. You know what I hate? That voice in the back of your head. The little voice that tells you that you can't do something. I'm living this today. I'm sure a lot of people out there think the same thing. They want to do something, but that little voice in the back of their head telling them you can't. I hate that voice. You know why? Because the people who have them thoughts are the people who has the potential to impact the world the most. You have to overcome that mentality that you was brought up in, the environment that shaped your thoughts. You have to transform your own mind. You redirect negativity that you tell yourself. Sometimes we tear ourselves down more than other people do. Other people see us and be like, oh man, you're doing good for yourself, you're doing good, keep going, but in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, they just telling me that because they don't want to hurt my feelings. Honestly, people don't have to tell you anything. They don't know you, they don't owe you anything. So why would they tell you something just to boost you? I was reading the other day about cognitive behavioral therapy. And what that is, it teaches you to conquer your own thoughts and fears. Professor Stephen Hayes, he's a psychologist at University of Nevada in Reno. He teaches you that the more that you fight your fears and your thoughts, you fight against yourself, the worse it becomes. He used the example of quicksand. Like the more you fight quicksand, the harder it's going to be to pull yourself out of it. And it's like the same way with your thoughts and your mind. Like your mind is like quicksand. And the more you fight yourself, the harder it's going to be to overcome. You can't go out in the world and tell yourself that you don't belong. Because if you didn't belong, you wouldn't be here. You have to conquer yourself. Conquer your own thoughts and your fears. You tell yourself, on one hand you're telling yourself you can't, but on the other hand it's like you can. And that's where I am right now. Like my experience with speaking. When I was younger, man, I had a lisp. I'm still trying to get over it. But I made up in my mind that I wanted to be better. You have to admit your own faults to yourself and know that you're not perfect. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to mess up. Even people who are successful in life, they mess up. They mess up so they could understand what it means to be successful. You have to be able to think positively in the midst of negativity. It's like the eye of the storm. Outside the eye, it's catastrophic, it's crazy. But in the middle, it's calm. And that's how you have to be. That's how your mind has to be. Even though things around you are crazy, you can't let your mind go outside the eye and become radical like the storm, you know? You have to acknowledge the defects in yourself and your own mind, the things that you tell yourself that nobody else knows about. Because there's some things that you say to yourself that you'll never tell anybody. But you can't be afraid to think those things. Oh, I don't want to think those things. I don't even want to begin it. To acknowledge the things that I'm thinking. Then you're damaging your brain, I think. And you're forcing your brain not to think. It's like you're having a conversation with a person. They have their own opinion about something and you have your own opinion. It's like your mind. Your mind is on different planes. You have different parts of your brain that's telling you something. It's like your brain is having a conversation with you. That's how you make decisions. That's how you come to conclusions. You debate to yourself which is which, what is what. Should I think this or should I think this? Should I do this or should I do that? Once you fully accept your thoughts and the way you think, then you'll truly start to understand yourself. Some people call it enlightenment, to see yourself as you are. Self-knowledge is the most powerful tool anybody can have. Because if you know yourself, you can help other people find themselves. You have mental barriers, and you don't even know it. You have barriers in your mind that has yet to be teared down because you're afraid. You're afraid to touch the back of your head and go inside your mind and unlock the doors that can lead you to greatness. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. If you attack them things you're afraid of, fear will become null and void in your life. This is Rich, man, for the third video. Conquering Self, my series, man. It's promising to get better, man. I'm just at my raw stages right now.